You alright guys, how's it going? It's David Clayton of KZR Racing once again, and welcome back to my F1 Manager 22 career mode for Season 2, round number 2 at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the last episode, do feel free to check out my channel. The playlist will be there for all the other episodes. Very big episode for us last episode in Bahrain. We got our first points of the season. Pierre Gasly, our new driver, putting an absolutely brilliant performance around Bahrain. Very good from him. We haven't got too long until Saudi Arabia, but as you can see, we've got a few emails and that saying that the corner improvement could be improved on Sebastian. He's only got 77 cornering, but we'll sort that out when the time comes. Exceeding expectations with the board at the moment. We did get. We were going to get 5th place, but Lando, with no ERS for us and Lando getting DRS as well, that was just enough for him to get past us at the end. Board, that's the race overview. Helipad in poor condition. 80k, that's not an issue to refurbish. Was there anything else that needed refurbishing? No, that's cardboard. Wind tunnel's been refurbished. The suspension simulator needs redoing, and we don't even have enough to refurbish that, so we're going to have to wait a little bit before we can do that. In the meantime, we have got, I know incoming, we have the design completion for the side pods, so that's handy. So now the race preview. That's side pod designs. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 300k. Do emergency, get them in immediately. That's going to cost 1.5 million. Yep, so we will do that. So that's all sorted. So if we go to the side pods and change them, we'll install on car 1 and car 2. So, with where our car is at the moment, medium and high speed for Saudi Arabia, we are not going to be working as well in regards to the nature of the circuit. But if let's just have a look. Yeah, we can't really do that. Yeah, we are a little bit low on the medium and high speed performance on the car, and the when does the aerodynamic reset happen? It's not until the end of next month, so that will give us enough time to build up our money a little bit for our next designs that we need to do. Because at the moment, if I go to car development, try and design something, just do a chassis. Yeah, we haven't got anything to work with, so we've got bits that we need on the car at the moment, but for now we're going to be over the next few races, we're going to be in a bit of a hold at the moment with very little design management. So helipad has been refurbished. That didn't take long at all. So yeah, race prep for Saudi Arabia, and that's all complete. So we can now review the targets. Now, because we've actually done this now, we can go for qualifying position. We're on a qualifying position hot streak at the moment. Finishing position, that'll be fine, and a guarantee slot, finishing position streak, yeah, that's fine. So at the moment we've got we'll do actually no, we won't do that one, we'll take that off, but we've got the qualifying position guaranteed slot in. Fastest lap I'm not going to try. We got it last time, but that was because of the 2-stop that we did with Vettel. So we've got the qualifying position qualifying target, so that should give us a little bit of extra income. So for now, we'll go straight through. We'll go through into the race and see. We'll go through into the weekend, and we'll see how we do. Okay, we're into the main hub for practice. We're going to send out both the guys again. We'll send Gasly out as well. Just give a little bit, get a little bit better experience with Gasly. So at the moment, pretty good actually for simulated runs. Gasly's in P8, Sebastian P13, so that's pretty good for both of them. Only 18% on their setup confidences, though. That's quite worrying. So let's have a look and see what we got. So, wow. 4 bads on everything. So, let's see what we can do with this one. Right, we'll go this route with Sebastian. We got, I know I'm going a little bit opposite away from where the braking should be, but at the moment, we've got still got plenty of time to sort this out, so we'll do that. That'll probably be round about there. So we'll go to the compounds, put Sebastian on the hards. 22 laps is the ideal thing we want to do, so we'll do that. And now for Gasly, let's see what he's saying. Opposite, he's bad on oversteer and he's got the great on straights, so we're going to have a little play around with this. Okay, we're going to give this a go for Gasly. He's pretty much in where he was on the straights, bang in the middle and everyone else apart from cornering. But I don't want to go too far over with in regards to cornering, because I want to try and keep as much on the straights as possible. This is a fast track Jeddah. So same as Sebastian, get him on the long runs with the hard tyres. So we'll go through into practice now. We'll go through to the end of the session, providing nothing happens, and we'll see how the guys have gotten on. Okay, we just got coming up to the end of the practice session. Perez has got into the wall at turn 4, fighting for position with one of the AlphaTauris, and he's spun off and knocked off the front wing. So it's not a bad spin. It is a pretty slow corner, so there's no real risk of damage. I've completed both the guys' second runs. I'm just leaving them out there to get their track climatisation up just a little bit more. So we'll skip to the end of the session and see what we can do for practice 3. Okay, the end of the second practice. Both the guys are all the way down here, but then again, I did leave them out on the hard tyres the whole session. So that's not too bad. I managed to get them up to 68 for Seb and 65 for Pierre. It was a bit of a struggle because I only got a minor gain on both of them on the first runs. So for now, though, we're going to go into practice 3 after we do the setups. So let us have a look at Sebastian's and see what he's saying. We're still bad on braking stability. Good on traction. So let's see what we can do here. Right, we're going to give this a go for Sebastian. I haven't moved him too far off his oversteer line. So we'll give this a go for Sebastian. Go out of here and put him on a set of mediums to start with. 22 laps, and then we'll have a look at Pierre. He's good across the board. So let's see what we can do to improve this a little bit. Right, a few minor tweaks for Pierre. We'll see how this one goes for him. The gap should narrow down on where we need his optimal setup to be, in the first run. So same for him. mediums and 22 laps to ensure we get the stuff we need. So we'll skip through practice 3, see if anything happens. If not, I'll see you at the end. Okay, that's the end of the practice session. As you can see, we're not up there because I didn't want to... I couldn't get any fast times in because we didn't have any spare tyres to do the job. Because when I sent them out on their second runs on the soft tyres, they wore out a lot faster than what I thought they would. But we did the best job we could. We could only get 77 for Sebastian setup confidence, unfortunately. And we got 83 for Pierre, so a bit of an oddball Saudi Arabia this year for whatever reason. So we're going to head into qualifying now. I'm still confident we can get at least one of our cars into Q2, because like I said, this style of circuit is not really our strong suit, unfortunately. So we will go into qualifying at the end of the first runs and see where we stack up to the rest of the field. Right, coming up to the end of the first runs now. Fortunately, no hindrances so far. Stroll got out of the way pretty quickly of Gasly as soon as he came up behind him, so no problems there. Gasly's going to lay down the benchmark time, which will be a 1:29.7. Meanwhile, here comes Sebastian, not far behind, and he will set a 1:29.5. So he's actually gone 0.2 quicker than Gasly at the moment. We've still got all the other guys left to come, so we'll put these guys back. Put all these guys back down on their things, and we'll skip to.
Take it easy.
We'll skip to the end, towards the start of the second runs, and we'll see where we are in relation to everyone else. Right, end of the first runs in Q1. We are doing pretty good at the moment. Gasly's on the cusp, but I do believe he could do it a little bit better than what he set there. As for Vettel, he's looking pretty good at the moment, so we'll see. We'll skip through and see how the guys perform in their second runs, and hopefully we'll see you in Q2. Right, end of the second runs now. Vettel's the first car out, so he's going to set the first time. Don't worry about refueling. So he's going to come around the final corner. Gasly just managed to get ahead of Zhou before he started his lap, but he's been chased by him ever since. Sebastian is going to improve too. He doesn't improve. Gasly, on the other hand, meanwhile, is improving. And he's going to set a... Does he improve? He does, up to P7. So Gasly should be safe from the drop. That'll be our last runs. We are coming back into the pit lanes, so it's just a case of what everyone else sets. I'm pretty certain Vettel might be out of this session. I don't know yet, but we will have to see as we start going through all the times. Gasly's slowly starting to drop back down now.
Okay, and all the way to zero. All the way to zero.
So now Ricciardo set his time, but he hasn't outdone Vettel. Norris does outdo Vettel, so Vettel's on the cusp. So now it's just Hülkenberg. Stroll doesn't outdo Vettel, so now I'm confident the Williams aren't going to do it. So now it's just down to Hülkenberg as he comes across the line, and he does not improve. So we're both cars through into Q2 again for the second race in a row. Everyone else has set their times. Gasly's coming in the pit lane, as is Zhou. So yeah, we've got both guys through into Q2 for the second weekend in a row. Vettel only just, and Gasly is in the top fringes of the top 10, but I'm not expecting him to breach top 10 this race. It is a bit more, like I said, the car isn't really suited to this style of track, which is a lot more high speed. That's something that we need to work on. over the course of the season. But we're in Q2 with both cars, so I'm not going to complain about that. We've met our target, so we'll go through into Q2. We'll skip straight to the end of the second laps, and we'll see how the guys stack up. Right, coming towards the end of the second runs now in Q2. As you can see on the left-hand side, Gasly and Russell, continuing from where they left on in Bahrain, set the exact same time. They're half a second, 0.526 behind the leader, having set the exact same lap time. And Gasly is green in both sectors, the first two sectors. So let us see what he can do. So Sebastian, for that matter, Gasly goes across the line and he improves to P4. So let's now switch to Sebastian, see what he can do. Can he get out of the bottom 5? As he goes across the line, he's just scraped through into P10, but I don't know how long that's going to last. There you go. Ocon went up immediately. So unfortunately, Sebastian is out of Q2 for a second time in a row. It's unfortunate, but we're just not quite there yet with Sebastian. Albon goes up and Magnussen goes ahead of him as well, but Magnussen's out. So
Safe fuel, safe fuel. Copy.
At the moment, we've still got Norris and Verstappen, but they're definitely going to go ahead as Verstappen, there you go, shoots up the P1, and Norris comes across the line, and there you go, but Norris is out as well. So it is a lot closer, though, I have to say. Not even a tenth of a second. So that's how close it was from Albon, where he's finished, to Ocon. So, yeah. Albon down to Vettel is not even a tenth of a second. That's how close it is in the midfield between us. That's how close it is between us right now. At the moment, pretty certain these guys are going quite slowly. So
Make sure you get your pit limiter.
Gasly has actually gotten ahead of Russell in terms of qualifying. So Gasly's with the Mercedes again on pace. So this is actually looking to be another good run from Pierre this weekend. So we'll skip ahead. Unfortunately, Sebastian is out, but Pierre Gasly, P7 again, splitting the Mercs, doing another really good job. But yeah, if you look at the times from Albon, 29.3 to the 29.4 of Sebastian, it's only just over a tenth, as it turns out. I thought it was a little bit less than that, but yeah, it's only just over 1/10. So that's how close it is from here, P10, down to where Sebastian is. So there's nothing really covering all these guys. You could even throw Alonso in there if you really want to. But this is that's how close it is in the midfield. So I still hold some hope out for Sebastian in the race. But we're going to go into Q3 now with Gasly and see what Pierre can do. Should really do keep forgetting to do this. So we got all these sets of tyres available to us. So what I'm going to do is 83. We'll send him out on the. No, we'll save that one for the race. I'm going to send him out on the worn set first, and then use that fresh set in the top left for the final run. So we'll skip through to that final run and see how Pierre does. Right, coming up to the end of the Pierre's second run, he got lost on those scrub set of tyres. No surprise there, but he's up in both sectors. He's definitely doing better. But he got ahead of Russell just before he started his lap. So this is going to be interesting to see where these two are, because they were so close together throughout Bahrain and qualifying here. So as Gasly comes across the line, he will go P8. And Russell will stay where he is, even though Russell will stay where he is. So, even though we got the slipstream from Gasly pretty much that entire session. So, we are currently P8 at the moment. Alonso has not gone quicker than us. And neither has Albon. So, we are P8 on the grid for Pierre Gasly. Didn't have the kind of pace so he wanted. He probably could have gone a lot quicker if he didn't have Russell all over the back of his gearbox, but that's the shame. At the moment, it's a Red Bull lockout. We're just has Leclerc set. Oh no, it just said there Leclerc's on and then that. So everyone's set their times now. So it's a Red Bull 1-2 for tomorrow's race with Verstappen on pole position. Then in Ferrari on the second row lockout with Bottas P5. Then the two Mercs, Gasly, and then Alonso and Albon rounding out the top 10. So as we skip through, there's the top 10. As you can see, High Roller, that's achieved a sponsorship guarantee, but we already knew we could get in the Q2 anyway, so it's not too much of a big deal. So there we are for Sunday's race. Pierre Gasly in P8 again, just behind the Mercs. So another good start from Pierre. Could see him get in the mix with those guys again. So we'll go through to the strategy screen then. And we will see. Looking at Pierre's tyres on the mediums for some reason, but looking at those tyres, a one stop looks to be on the cards. So if we look at, let me just do. Give me a minute, real guys. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've gone with. I'm going to split the strategies again for the guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try the one stop with Pierre. Whoops. Need to do this. This will require him to be a little bit more gentle on his tyres, so we'll have to see. But I'm going to do the one stop for Pierre. And I'm going to do the two stop with Sebastian. Go a little bit more aggressive with him. Try and get him up some more positions. We'll have to see how that goes, but yeah, I want to try and avoid the hard tyres again with Sebastian just to see how he does, because everyone's going to have the option of the one stop from mediums to hards, but the hard tyre, as you probably saw in practice, is just an abysmal tyre. So I'm going to go, Pierre's probably better suited for the hard tyre for defending, so I'm going to do the one stop with him, the standard, but I'm going to put Sebastian on the softs, get him up as high as he can go, then switch to the mediums. Basically just keep him on the fresher tyre possible and go as fast as he can. So we're going to bump up the fuel a little bit. Give both guys some extra fuel to play around with at the start of the race. So we'll go 50... We'll bring the tank if we want to, but so that's what, 50? Yeah, we'll just bring the tanks with both guys. Give them all the fuel in the world to play around with. And go pretty aggressive on the strategy there. So we'll go through to the start of the race and see how well the guys can perform. Hopefully it'll be another good one.
We have clear weather tonight as we look at the drivers in their grid positions. There we have Pierre Gasly. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either way for them. And for the second driver, it's Sebastian Vettel. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. And we're just moments away now. It's almost time.
Green flag at the back of the grid and 5 red lights for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
And it's lights out.
And we are away. Let's get them both on push.
You can stop lifting
As for
both.
Gasly, he's going to lose out to one of the Alpines unless he can get down the inside.
Still a lot to play for.
Let's go overtake. No, he hasn't got it. No, he didn't get it. Unfortunately, Gasly lost the place to Alonso.
That's it.
So, not much we can do there. Sebastian has held his position.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
And he's actually... Oh, no, he dropped down and re-overtook Stroll, apparently. But he is on the soft tyres. So, let's see if we can do anything here. Get him on overtake. Put him back down to neutral. I really should remember, if you go aggressive on the tyres, aggressive in attack, they actually make the moves. So as soon as Sebastian gets himself into a more favourable position. So here we go. We'll go aggressive and on to overtake.
Copy.
Get him on the move. See if he can make anything happen. That'll be a no. He's going to be... Oh, he thought about it. He thought about it, Sebastian. So
Copy.
we'll get him on aggressive again. As we go down the straight, he is on the better tyre, so there's no reason why he shouldn't think about making a move into the hairpin, which he's not going to do.
Drop back a bit.
Now, attack. He's on the push on the fuel, full overtake mode, but he's still too far back. I think I'm going to have to be a little bit more conservative here with Sebastian. Early on in this stint, wait for the DRS to open up. He is on the better tyre, so I'm not afraid of him dropping ground to Magnussen. Meanwhile, Gasly still holding his own as best he can with Alonso. Yeah, he's right in between the two Alpines at the moment, so he's going to be in an okay position when eventually DRS opens up. Ocon is closer to him than he is to Alonso, so as Gasly closes the door on Ocon's attempt around the outside. I do believe Ocon... Yeah, Ocon and Norris have started on the softs along with Vettel, Stroll and Tsunoda. So a few people have made the choice to start on softs, majority on mediums, but there are some on hards. Perez has started on the hards, right up the front of the grid, along with Bottas, which is why he's being swamped right now. Sainz got an absolute shocker. He's dropped back to 6th behind Hamilton as well, who's now alongside Bottas into the final corner. So now, oh no, Gasly's... don't need this, Pierre. Don't need this. Yeah, and that's the soft tyre coming into play, unfortunately.
DRS will be active.
Vettel, meanwhile, he's sticking with Magnussen. But now that we've got the DRS active, this will be a lot easier now. So, unfortunately, Gasly's been overtaken by Ocon, but Ocon is on the soft tyres, so that's not too much of a problem at this moment now. So now we'll go, as they go through this corner, we'll go overtake and attack as we go through here. Get Sebastian as close as he can. Let's see if he'll make the move down here into the hairpin. No, he won't. Need to wait for the DRS zone, as I figured we would. At the moment, Gasly is still within range of Ocon. So now as we go back to Vettel, overtake, aggressive. He's going to have the DRS on Magnussen, so we want to try and make the most of this if we can. Get him out. Is he going to pull out alongside Magnussen? He does. Oh no, Magnussen really slammed the door hard there. So now down to the hairpin. He's got DRS again, so this should be a little bit... if he gains on him, which of course is going to be a no, because that bloomin' AlphaTauri in the background won't leave us alone. Who is that AlphaTauri? Who is that? Stroll, of course. Now, unfortunately, Vettel's used up all his ERS trying to do this. So, unfortunately, he's stuck in a DRS train, so he's probably not going to make any headway at this rate. Meanwhile, we'll stick with Gasly, who's currently stuck behind the two Alpines now. Ocon's caught up to Alonso, but he's not finding any way through. But everyone is being held up by Bottas at the moment on the hard tyres. So now we're going to follow Gasly through here. So we'll go on to ERS commands. I'm going to go
use overtake.
Overtake to try and keep in touch with the Alpine.
Push a bit more.
See if Gasly can think about making a move. Nope, that's not going to happen because the Alpines are starting to get a little bit frisky with each other. So now we're going to leave. We're not going to use the ERS. We're going to go on aggressive on the tyres.
Okay.
Just to try and keep Pierre in range of the two Alpines, who nearly went side by side there into the final corner. Go aggressive again.
Pick up the pace a bit.
Yeah.
Keep losing a little bit out that final corner to all the guys in front. And got a little bit close there, Pierre. A lot closer than I would have liked you to. So now Sebastian is still unfortunately stuck in this train. This train is so... The midfield has gotten so close now that the train is so close together. If we go from where Stroll is up to Vettel, Magnussen, Zhou, Albon, Norris, Gasly's only just up the road, and then Ocon, Alonso, Russell, Sainz, Bottas, and now Hamilton. Hamilton now leads this train now. He's finally gotten ahead of Bottas, so he's going to pull away now because Bottas is on the hard tyres. But at the moment, our pace in regards to the high speed and medium speed is starting to show now because we're slowly falling away from the Alpines. So it's going to be a pretty long race, guys. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to skip away and leave these guys to do what they need to do, and we'll see how things pan out. Oh no! I just watched Gasly spin off the circuit and into the wall, and this has caused a red flag. He's blocked the track.
Here's the replay. Now look at
Oh no, that is not what I wanted to see. And oh no.
crash there.
Oh no, I hope he hasn't broken. I hope he hasn't retired. I hope he hasn't retired. Oh no, he's out of the session. Oh no. Well, our race just got harder, guys. Our race just got immensely harder. Our best shot at scoring, Gasly, our best shot at scoring points is now out of this race. And Vettel is still stuck in what will be 15th because he got overtaken by bloody Stroll. Right, we were coming up to the pit window anyway for Sebastian. So I'm going to go onto the mediums with him, and I've got to make these medium tyres stretch 2 stints. Because everyone else is going to be in the same boat. They're going to have to switch as well. So we're going to go onto the mediums for Sebastian. And wait until the race restarts again. We've got 25.
We are all set.
So here we go. 5 red lights for a second time.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
We've had So Sebastian holds his ground in... everyone else has swapped tyres. Some have gone to the mediums, some the hards. The hards are going to be the hard tyre runners are going to be pitted onto the mediums later on, but so are we. So we're doing a double medium tyre stint. Perez and Bottas are in a bit more of a tricky situation because they started on the hard tyres and have now gone to mediums. So I don't know if they're going to have to make another second medium stop as well. In the meantime, starting on lap 12 until lap 50, that's 38 laps. 38, that's 19 laps that we've got to do on 2 sets of medium tyres, which is doable. So, Sebastian, if we can get him into much more favourable position, I'm not going to mess around with his ERS. He needs to build that back up again, but we'll get him on aggressive on his tyres and see. We can afford to be a little bit more flexible with this. So, aggressive, and we'll go overtake out the corner. See what we can do. He's dumped all of his ERS, so we're going to go back to neutral. But he is alongside Stroll. Stroll or Zhou, I believe that is. It's Zhou. We'll go overtake, try and get keep him alongside him out the corner. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, Sebastian. Come on, come on. Dumped all that energy for absolutely nothing. Now he's dropped back. Because he's obviously slower through those sections, but so frustrating. Thing is, these guys are all on hard tyres. We need to be getting past these guys in order to make up positions. So no messing around with the ERS. Go on, Sebastian. Attack. Straight up attack on the tyres. Go for it. Is he in position? Nope, not quite. Back to standard through these corners. Back onto attack. Can't afford to play around with the ERS. The ERS is already open. I didn't even realise that. So Sebastian's going left and right, but Zhou is... he's just not allowing us any form of opportunity. And we're out of ERS again, which means we're going to be vulnerable to Hulkenberg down the straight. The ERS in this game makes no sense because the AI seem to have all the ERS in the world, but we can't seem to save it for... we just can't seem to save it for anything. Right, we skipped ahead a few laps, guys. Not really much to talk about, really. We had to go on the harvest to save our ERS, and it's dropped us back into Ricciardo's clutches, and we've just fallen further and further back away from this group here. So, yeah, we're not in a position for anything this race, guys. So it's probably going to be a short episode or a short race, I suppose. So I'll come back to you if anything happens, but the likelihood is it's probably not going to. So I'll see you when anything happens, guys. Okay, we're coming up to the last few laps of the race, and there's a car apparently that's gone into the wall somewhere. And it's Hamilton. Hamilton was up fighting one of the Ferraris at one point, and he's gone off at the last corner. Oh no, Ted, sorry, I thought it was the last corner, but a little dink to the front wing, and that's enough to slow him down. But yeah, we just come out P15. Ricciardo came in late and end up behind Hulkenberg, and we've just been stuck here at this distance behind Stroll the whole race, guys. Nothing really exciting. Vettel got stuck in that DRS train earlier on, and I made the mistake of putting him on harvest, which dropped him out of that DRS train, and he's just been languishing back here ever since. So brutal crash down to earth after the last race. But, yeah, we got some repairs to do as well because Gasly ended up sticking his car in the wall. Unless any of the other guys further ahead start pitting off their hards, which it looks like they're doing actually. So, yeah, I don't see us getting any further up than what we are.
Let's take a look.
Okay, last couple of laps of the race. One of the AlphaTauris, Stroll, believe it or not, has actually locked up and gone straight on. We did get a lot closer to them because we were following Alonso after he came out of the pits. Alonso has unfortunately broken away, so we're so close to the points.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained
So close to the points, so we're now under attack from Hamilton now. Ideally, I need Zhou and Alonso up front to start fighting a bit more to allow us to get in more into the mix. But I don't think that's going to come to pass. Come on, Sebastian, block Hamilton, block Hamilton, block Hamilton. No, that's not blocking Hamilton. Oh my God.
Copy.
It's so annoying. Alonso gets past Zhou, no problem. We've completely fallen out. Now it's going to be a DRS train to the line. So annoying. So annoying. We did really well. We were actually in a good position. We got up to 12th, but we've now gotten to the part of the we've now gotten to the point where we're going to be stuck behind this annoying AlphaTauri now that has been the absolute bane of Vettel's race because it's Zhou who will not let anyone pass. He's so erratic with his defending, as you can see. Hamilton's like having to look every single other which way to try and find a way past. And now that's just left us vulnerable to... Oh, it's just left us vulnerable to... Is that Albon? It is as well. It's Alexander bloody Albon who's going to come alongside and overtake us. I'm actually fed up with this now.
a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
So now, yeah, he's gotten ahead of us and... Oh, my...
We have low battery.
P13, after all that. How...
That's checker flag.
Zhou does everything in his power just to hold us up.
Race full of struggle.
And...
P13.
I'm sorry if I sound dejected, guys, but this race can actually go and do one. This race can actually do one. I'm actually done with this race. I don't want to be here anymore. This race is actually a joke. So, yeah, end of the race. Verstappen, Perez and Leclerc on the podium. Second race win in a row for Verstappen. Followed by Russell, Bottas, Sainz, Ocon, Norris, Alonso and Hamilton. Into the drivers. We lose out there because Gasly unfortunately DNF'd. So Verstappen still leads the way from Leclerc, Perez, Sainz, Russell, Norris, Bottas, Ocon, Gasly, and you. I could say a lot of things about you, but the editing involved to bleep it, it's just not worth it. You're just not worth it. And then there we go. All our hard work has been undone because everyone else who was below us scored points, while we got absolutely finessed by the game. So yeah. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want to hear from me, guys. I'm absolutely like angry right now. Absolutely angry. Sebastian's just got no pace at the moment compared to Gasly, and Gasly just got absolutely ruined by that mistake. So we're still 7th in the championship, but yeah, we could have been a lot better position. Of course, Alexander Albon, even a different team, is still a thing. He's still going to be there to just completely ruin our lives for absolutely no reason. But we've got a few things to do before the next race. So for now, guys, we got to do some repairs on Gasly's car because he broke a few bits and pieces. But for now, guys, we're going to round off the episode there. If you guys did enjoy the episode, do feel free to leave a like and a comment. It really helps. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. I'm David Clayton of KZR Racing, and I'll see you next time for round number 3 for the Australian Grand Prix. Goodbye.